and welcome to Webb Field, home of the Montabella Mustangs football team. You may be wondering why I'm here in the middle of February at the football field.
As you can see, there's not much going on the field, but off the field there's a lot happening. And let's take a look at why February 2010 is going to have a big impact on Montabella football. But first, let's take a quick look at how we got here. In May of 1967, the communities of Blanchard, Edmore, McBride, and Six Lakes formed a consolidated school district number 16. Earlier in July and August of 1966, it was decided by committee of the soon-to-be school district number 16 to open up suggestions to naming the new school district. After narrowing down the choices, the committee decided on Montabella Community School District, a name suggested by Lottie Duke of Six Lakes. That edged out Blanchmore Lakes. Montabella came about from the combination of the three counties it serves, Montcalm, Mecosta, and Isabella. When the school district opened in 1967, the Edmore High School building was chosen as the high school for Montabella. What still remains at the former Edmore High School is the gymnasium and room additions that were added and completed in November of 1960. The gymnasium, which is no longer used by the district, was originally named the Erman Long Gymnasium. This addition is the current home of the Montabella Central Office. The athletic field was originally just south of the current location. That location was needed for parking in the practice area, so the present field, named Webb Field in 1976 for Morley Webb, was developed by the deposit of coarse sand from the nearby Carbeloy plant. The bleachers were purchased with money donated by the Curtis Estate and built by volunteers from the Montabella community. So even Webb Field was the result of change at Montabella and the action of the Montabella community. At the time, as stated in the dedication material to Webb Field, enabling Montabella to have one of the most modern athletic facilities in the area. Construction of the new Montabella High School on North County Line Road began in September of 1978. Students and staff took occupancy of the new building 30 years ago on February 25th, 1980. A bond issue was passed, and in the fall of 2001, Montabella saw the opening of the new Montabella Middle School, located just west of Montabella High School. The Montabella High School building from 1980 is currently the home of grades K through 5 and is the Montabella Elementary School. The former middle school now houses grades 7 through 12 and is Montabella Junior-Senior High. Times change, and over the years the Montabella community has changed and adapted with it. That brings us back to Webb Field.
We've got a big decision coming up that's going to affect whether we play at Webb Field or play somewhere else. Here's some information that you should know.
36 years ago, we may have had one of the nicest facilities in the area, but as time marches on, so does deterioration. There's the stairway to the other side. This is our main entrance going into our stand area. So you can see, not very safe, and again, a lot of repairs are needed to the facility. There's our light post, which again, were taken out over a year ago. There's the stands. And another shot of the lightless Webb Field. There are bathroom facilities at Webb Field, at least sometimes. And the visitors also have equal restroom facilities. There's the current state of repair of the bleachers at Webb. So one of the big choices is, do we put the money at the current facility or do we move it to the north at this central complex? Again, here you can see the new junior-senior high school. Off to the east is the elementary school. Handicap parking is already there. That would be the location of the football field. Home bleachers would go along that northeast side. Visitors would be across the field. There's already one small storage building. Restrooms, concessions, and locker rooms would go on the north end. This would also use to serve the baseball and softball fields. This drawing shows the location of the proposed additions that would be created. The question now becomes, what would those new additions look like? Here's some samples of some surrounding schools and what they currently have. Here we see the press box in the main seating area at the new Lakeview Athletic Complex and the concession stand restroom area at that Lakeview complex. Central Macomb established their athletic facility quite some years ago. Probably the top of the line in the area is from the Shepherd, where again there's their home bleacher section. In comparison, this is what Montabella is currently showing the public as they come to view and enjoy a football game. Now, this is one of the potential concession locker room ticket booth designs that we've looked at, along with a home bleacher section similar to this. Nothing too extravagant, but good looking and very functional. Now, the complex would be paid for with a millage bond. This shows an example that what would happen is the millage, rather than decreasing over the next 10 years, would stay constant for another 6 years and then start to decline. Now, the cost to an individual, as you can see, a $35,000 taxable value of a house, which is a $70,000 house, would only run you just over $5 a year. Don't look back at what was, but look ahead to what can be. Don't leave the Mustang community standing in Friday night darkness anymore.